and good morning. You are tuned into 1100 WSGI, and this is Lee Marie with The Go Show, your source for information, inspiration, and always a few dates to add to your calendar. Today is a special day here at WSGI, but before we do that, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Oh, Heavenly Father, we are so thankful. You are so amazing. Your timing is perfect. We love you. We praise you. We ask that you just take this show exactly where you want it to go. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. All right, Mr. Michael Crawley is in the house, and I'm going to have to go on my Facebook right now, and I do ask everybody else to go on your Facebook and share this show, because a lot of people don't know how to get to it still. And even though we do have a phone app, some people are still not sure of it. But you know what? I posted yesterday about this interview, and I had so many people that I didn't even know, like, watched my feed. They said, oh my gosh, share the link as soon as you can. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But the reason why we have Michael Crawley here, for those of you that maybe do not know, he is the brand new owner of the Capitol Theater in Springfield. Even wore my Springfield shirt here because I do love Springfield so much. So when I heard that you were the winning bidder, I was super excited, and I'm really honored that you came in so soon to tell us about it. So, Michael, tell us about it.
Yeah. So first of all, we are under contract. We won the bid. Technically, we're not the owners yet, so there shouldn't be any hiccups or anything that come along the way. But officially, I think 28 or 29 days from today, we should be the official owner of the Capitol Theater. Obviously, there's no secrets in a small town. In a perfect world, we would have waited till we got closed and got a little bit further down the line to announce the plans. But it got out pretty quick, so we kind of rode with it and just kind of played along. And we're here to talk about our plans.
That is so awesome, and I know that so many people in the community they're so excited. You know, we've been seeing that sit there for how many, was it like 8 or 9 years that it's just been nothing really?
Yeah, I think it closed maybe in 2016 or 17. I actually toured it and looked at purchasing it when it first came up on the market, and it didn't feel right. Pricing, just a lot of things weren't the right timing, and kind of made a pass on it.
Right.
And so it's been a while.
Okay. And also at that time there was so much, because we moved to town 7 years ago.
Okay.
And in 18, because my husband and I are from the entertainment world, we wanted to see in there right away, because we thought, okay, what can happen here? And we toured it, I believe it was in 18, and it was a lot more work to do at that time. You know, we did then a tour it again about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, wow, they have done so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different feel than it was 7, 8, 10 years ago. I don't know that the feel for the modernization of the lobby and the restrooms are the feel that we're going to go for. So there's a lot for us to do still work-wise, but they definitely did a good job salvaging the building and getting it ready for someone like myself to come in and take over and put our touch on it.
Excuse me. Yes, one thing that I was surprised at, that when they had taken the panels off the sides and that original artwork popped out, I was like, wow, I had not noticed that before.
Yeah, that's beautiful wall art. There's some challenges with that we have to overcome as we kind of dive into our plans. The curtains are good for the acoustical part of it. So with those curtains being removed, we got to work on how to get the sound correct, and hopefully we're able to overcome those acoustical problems. But they are definitely a beautiful work of art, and that's really the theme behind our whole restoration will be that color palette and that 1920, early 1930 Art Deco feel is what we're going for. Oh,
that is so awesome, and I love that. And you're possibly going to bring back the overhead, the marquee.
Yeah. So I mean, we're days from where we started. I went in with the thought of buying it. Anybody who was at the auction, I think, realized that I wanted to leave with it. My son went with me, and he asked me what the plan was, and I told him there wasn't a plan, but he knew what the plan was. So yeah, there's a lot in the works. There's always permitting, there's design, structural things. There's a lot that goes into this. Right. The plan would be to go back with the original marquee, not the marquee that was on site when we toured. The last marquee is not the fill. The original marquee would be the plan.
Okay, awesome, very cool. All right, so 29 days, is that what you said is when the
roughly,
actual... Yeah. Okay, very cool. And so were there a lot of people at the auction? Because I drove by at about 1:45, and I didn't see too many people out there yet, and I thought, wow, I would just be, if I had the day off, which I didn't, I would have just gone to watch.
I was surprised at how many people were there.
Okay.
It was like a show, I feel like.
Okay.
So I think the attendance was probably, I would say, 100.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they must have all come up right after, because I drove by about 1:45.
Yeah.
But there were cars, and so I think they were probably just waiting in their cars, and then, as soon as 5 till 10 or something, maybe they all just got out and...
Yeah, I had my mind on other things, not counting attendance, but I would say it was roughly 100 folks or so.
Okay, awesome.
Like that. I think there were probably 3 or 4 bidders that were in the building.
Okay.
Maybe a few others that were online, something like that.
Okay, that's right. I forgot that you could also bid online. All right. So was it a little bit scary? I mean, was the adrenaline going
Yeah, I mean, the adrenaline gets going. I'm a junkie for auctions, maybe. I'm not a gambler per se or anything like that, but I could imagine the rush of being at a craft table or something would be similar to an auction. It's unique because we wanted it. A lot of things are an investment that you have to make the numbers work. Where this was something unique, and hopefully we'll make the numbers work financially. But yeah, it was something that we wanted. I'm very much a fan of one-off buildings and things that are unique and things that can't be replaced. So
yes.
Yeah, it was definitely a rush though.
That's so awesome. So your son was with you. Was he excited too when you guys finally won?
Yeah, I think it was overwhelming. Once the auction closed, it was a pretty much a rush of people coming up to congratulate us and talk to us and find out what the plans were. And it was great that he was there because he was able to talk to a few people and keep some of the people at bay while I talked to other people. But yeah, it was a great experience.
Right. Now, how old is that son?
So he's 22.
22, okay. Yeah. And you have other children?
Yeah. I have Kayla, who is a senior at Lipscomb this year. She's going to go back and get her master's. And then my youngest daughter will turn 20 this Saturday. So happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and she's a sophomore at Lipscomb Academy.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So
I'm old.
Yeah, right. I don't think so. But we are going to be talking about the plans. I know everybody's wondering what some of your dreams are there, but we're going to take a little break here to talk about some sponsors because we really do appreciate those people that keep us on the air. And I know that you probably know all your friends over at at UPS, right? So UPS is one of our longtime sponsors. They are over at 513 Memorial Boulevard in Springfield, and they are your one-stop for all of your printing needs, and they even have a notary there, and you can get things laminated, you can get huge posters, they have coupons that don't expire, so go in and see what this coupon is today, and also tell them that you heard about them on WSGI, either on Lee Marie's show or on U-Turn's show, because now they are also sponsoring U-Turn's show as well, so they are open every day of the week. Stop on by UPS and get all of your printing needs done right there. All right, we are in studio with Michael Crawley. He is, actually it's under contract, so I'm not going to say the official owner yet, but most likely the official owner of our Capitol Theater in Springfield. And we are so excited and to hear what some of your plans are for it. So are you ready to go into that portion?
Yep, I'm all yours.
All right, here we go.
So I guess you want me to start off. I'm better at the answering the questions and taking the platform. But yeah, so I mean, we posted a little bit of a rendering even yesterday on my personal Facebook page of kind of the feel for the exterior of what we would be going for. Obviously it's that.
Get that closer to you because I'm really excited. So there we go.
There you go. Yeah, so we're going for that classic look on the exterior and interior. The plan is to be a first-run movie house for the primary business. We would offer, as the as the opportunity comes up, to do events, shows, things like that as they're possible. But right now, taking it back to the original first-run movie production is really where we're at.
And then, got to turn my mic up here. And so, first-run movies, but then also you're keeping the stage so that if there was some events or maybe some live like musicals or things like that, it would be open for that.
Absolutely.
Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. I love musicals. I love live shows. Yeah. My family does. And matter of fact, I don't know if you know Well in the Square, but that's our little place right there next to Crossroads and inside Crossroads. And so we're starting to do some entertainment there, but on a much smaller scale than the theater. But all of my students were just so excited that
I mean, the economy around what we hope to bring will be tremendous for everyone on the square and in that vicinity. When you look at what the potential is for guests and traffic, that trickles down to all the businesses around and vice versa. So hopefully bringing back, a stable foot traffic day in and day out to the people in the square will be a big win for the community. We want to see it successful around that area. And, people now are going out of their way, I believe, to go to dinner or to the shops where hopefully we can create that natural foot traffic just by that recurring revenue and sources. So it's a win-win for the community and everyone that's invested over the years on that area.
Sure. And I think that, we have an advantage as far as, I know even just in the short amount of time that I've lived here, 7 years, that people are starting to look for alternatives to Nashville because the traffic and the parking and just so much, is making a lot of people even just like move. Like I know a lot of people are starting to move to Ashland City because they're just like, Nashville's just getting too crowded. And so I think that having some live music there would be so appealing because you don't have the problem where, you can't park for miles, or if you do park, it's $40, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, and those are just things that we don't know today. I'm trying to figure out how to make that work. What are the economics of those events? Who produces them? I'm not a producer or a event booker, so those are just things that we have to figure out to see how it works out. I don't want to commit to any specific thing today. I learned from the drive-in not to commit too soon on timelines and things, just because it takes longer and it's more difficult to get done than you would think. Right. But those are all things that are in the works that we're open to anything that makes sense for the theater and for the community. If it's a win-win, we'll do it.
All right. So maybe I will shoot you some names, because after I told people who I was interviewing, they said, well, let him know that, I'd love to manage if they need a manager. So some of these people that I met recently because of Well in the Square, they had come to me and said that they would help with shows there. They also said, well, yeah, and if the theater ever, and so I'll share those names with you for whatever that's worth, because I'm sure, a lot of people are out there just.
Yeah, and there's a lot more artsy people that have talent. I'm not a very talented person when it comes to that type of stuff. So, we're looking for all the help we can get, and we're trying to make it the best it can possibly be. So whatever that means, we're on board with.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just so great that someone local has it, and a Christian, and just, somebody with a track record of, of positive and good, and speaking of either your other companies, because I think a lot of people don't know of your other companies. So the drive-in, I hear May is now the new projected opening.
Yeah. So, when you go into this, we really announced it a year too soon. And there was a reason for that, and I won't get into all those things. But yeah, we announced it before we even had plans and permits and things. So it takes a lot longer to develop something that's not done anymore. Mm-hmm. A new drive-in concept is very rare to be built. Most of them are closing, not opening. So there was a lot of learnings and a lot of things that we needed to figure out. So we announced it early. Mm-hmm. So there's been a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, there's been some negative feedback on why is it taking so long? Mm-hmm. Is it ever going to happen? Mm-hmm. And those are just things that we got a little bit over our skis on. If I would have waited 8 months, 9 months till we were ready, mm-hmm. things would have been more positive in that area. And we learned a lot. So we started out with a piece of property that we didn't have plans for and said, hey, let's do a drive-in. We learned that the state regulates the septic and the number of people per gallon very heavily at a drive-in. So we had to really go through and do a lot of testing, retesting, and develop a new plan. We had to acquire additional property to make this happen. So we've learned a lot, but hopefully May to June. And honestly, maybe the purchase of the theater in Springfield might delay us a month or two. I don't know. But it's coming. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. It's going to be a great place for families and to watch movies and events and things like that. But it's definitely sometime in the summer.
So is there some crossover as far as, if you have the license for first run movies there, then it helps with the theater, or?
Yeah, there's really no crossover. Again, learnings on how to operate a theater and a movie theater. Most of the money from the ticket sale goes to the studios. People would be shocked at how little we keep. Mm-hmm. All of the proceeds for the profits come from food sales.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why you spend $10 for your Coke.
Yeah, that's why. So there's no real crossover, but we have synergy. Mm-hmm. So, there's obviously a lot of movies that come out any given week or month. Mm-hmm. So now we have the ability to kind of, synchronize our showings and show different runs at different times, things like that. Mm-hmm. There's no cost savings. There's nothing like that. It's just a matter of now we kind of, for the time being, control the movie market in the area.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Someone is asking if you have ever considered faith events. I think that's Paul. Some of those vintage I know that there's some theaters that show like White Christmas and some of the...
Yeah, so I don't want to give away all the surprises that we have today. and again, some of those are just things that we have to figure out. Uh-huh. All of those types of things are on the table. I've been surfing the internet looking for some vintage items that will be on display when we have our opening. But there's a lot of things like that we will do.
Okay. So you're thinking like having like some like shadow boxes of different, like a museum?
Kind of.
So people can come in and see some cool stuff like that.
Yeah, and most people are probably familiar with the photo that's been going around with the tank from the theater.
Yes.
And yesterday, I was able to acquire one of the original The Tanks Are Coming movie posters. Oh. So if you zoom in on that picture, you'll see the movie poster on display behind the tank.
Oh,
and I was able to get one of those original posters, so that'll be something that we'll display and will be a unique piece of art.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah. Right by my door, as I have left it, but I have had on my dresser a picture of Capitol Theater, the one with all the people lined up outside, and I've had that on my dresser, for like 5 years. And I put it by the door to bring with me, and of course I left it there, but that's another, iconic picture from...
Yeah, and there's not as many pictures floating around as I would have thought. I've reached out to the Historical Society, and they've sent me over a few, but I would have thought there would have been a lot more.
All right, y'all. So this is a call out to the community, right? People that have either photos or just maybe some other items that you would just love to see displayed, or considered for being displayed. Definitely shoot them by. And so what's the best way for people if they want to send you an email, or do you prefer them going to a website? If people want to get a message to you, what's the best way?
I would say at this point, Facebook Messenger. Most people reach out to me on that. Okay. There's some things we're working on with the website and the different social media things that we're working through. I mean, this is very early, so technically we don't have that set up today. Mm-hmm. And we will have some synergies with the website for the Classic Drive-In and the Capitol Theater. Okay. But today we don't have all that set up, so Facebook Messenger is a great way to get to me, and I check those as best I can. Mm-hmm. We have been bombarded with messages already, congratulations and things. Mm-hmm. So it takes me a little bit of time to get through it all, and we have other things we're doing on a day-to-day basis as well. So things are busy. As most people know, I'm the varsity football coach at South Haven Christian School, so we're in football season, so that takes up a lot of my time. Mostly 2 to 5:30 every day. So there's a lot going on in my household, in my world, but we love it.
Right. And, that just kind of reminds me of something that, because, I'm real busy too in my family, and we volunteer a lot and all that. And we always joke because there's a little saying that says, if you need someone to do something, ask someone who's already looks like they have too much on their plate. Because the people like us, we just do a lot. And sometimes people go to people who aren't doing anything. They're like, oh, they have time to help with that. And you ask them like, no, But people like us are like, I think I could squeeze that in from 4:15 to 4:20.
Yeah, I mean, there's always time to get things done that you want to get done, and being busy is, different personalities have different a different thought on that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I like being busy and I like doing things, so
Right.
it's a natural trait of mine.
Right. That is a good point about different personalities, because I was actually driving along the other day with someone just saying how I'm able to do last minute things, no problem, So it's like, hey, and then, but I had a roommate that, oh my goodness, even if it was like, hey, I got tickets to Maui for, next week. Can you go? No, I already scheduled to wash my dog that day or whatever. And then one lady that was in my car when I was telling her this story, she said, that's me. I'm a planner. I will not deviate from my plans. And I was like, wow, that's true. There's just these two people.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a planner. I'm pretty much last minute. I can go spur of the moment. Those are easy concepts for me.
Yeah. But not for everyone. So,
That's right.
But anyways, we're so excited because I just know that this is going to be such a positive thing in the community, because we all drive by there every day and we just look at it and we go, man, what if, and now that what if is like, it's real.
Yeah, we're real close.
Mm-hmm.
So I want, again, we don't think anything would come up that would stop it, but we're real close to making it real. Our plan is to go really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had meetings on site for the last 2 days, working through some different concepts with vendors and suppliers. So the goal would be to get it going. The drive-in is taking a little while. We're hoping to get a little goodwill in the bank by the speed of getting the capital going. We would love to see it first of the year, some time frame like that, open and running.
Really?
We would love to see it that way. Wow. The fire marshals or something could always step up and slow us down, but the plan would be really fast.
Oh, that is so exciting. All right, so if people want to get a hold of you, Michael Crawley is on Facebook, so you can message him through Messenger, and that is the best way to get information to him. And so we are so excited about that. Now, can we talk a little bit about the drive-in?
Yeah.
All right, because I'm super excited about that too. I mean, my one of my emails is Retro Lee Marie, because I used to do a lot of 1950s shows, 1940s, 1930s, 1920s. I did 20 years of live shows, and so I absolutely was so excited to hear a drive-in was coming,
Yeah.
And so we're looking at possibly May. And what's the exact location?
Yeah, the address is 2215 Tom Austin Highway. Technically, Greenbrier, Tennessee is the address, even though it's in Coopertown. So it's super convenient location. Just head down 20 Tom Austin Highway towards 24. We're on the left, right there at the intersection of what is that? Old US 431 South, I think is the intersection there. So we'll be on the left-hand side, and it'll be convenient to people coming from Springfield or really all over the county. People coming from Nashville, it'll be easy exit to get off of and shoot right down the highway. So
awesome. And how many cars is the drive-in supposedly going to?
Yeah, and that's part of the delay that we've had is the original car count, figuring out how many we need it. But we're shooting for about 580 cars.
Okay.
So, that's a good medium size car count for a drive-in. Mm-hmm. Since we spoke with you last, we have increased the property and added a couple acres of property. And we also added a second screen. So we'll have the flexibility to show two different movies at the same time.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm super excited for that too. So I love. Now, so I remember in the old days, you put a speaker in your phone. I know those days are gone, sadly, because I really liked those. But anyway, I know now you just tune in on your radio.
Yeah, so you'll have we have FM transmitters on site, so you'll tune in to the station, one per screen. We are working, and there's some apps as well that we'll have.
Not everybody has a radio anymore.
Yeah, so the app will be able to get you in, and those are things that we're still working through, but it'll be really simple to hear the audio. We have a viewing patio, So if you go on kind of Facebook, I posted a picture of we have some retro-looking garage doors that are in a mint green, which is part of our color palette. And there'll be a large patio out front where you could, eat your meal and things and watch one of the screens as well.
I love that idea. Yeah. Now, is that part of the cafe?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is the cafe going to be open like in the daytime, or is that still up in the air?
We're working through those things.
Okay.
Those are still, as we talk about city things and things that come up with permits and plans and things. It's not always as easy as we would like it to be, but we'll see how that goes. If there's a demand for it, I'm sure we can work it out.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to see like a retro diner. They used to have Ruby's. I don't know if you've been in Ruby's in other states, but they were all red and white and just retro looking. And then we also had one in our town that it was a standalone. It wasn't a chain, but the food was not good, but it was so cool looking inside that it was always packed because everybody wanted to go there. So I'm just saying is, we don't really have enough meat and threes around. That's one thing that everybody keeps saying is like, we need some just,
Well, the restaurant business is really hard. Yeah. Someone that owns several, continuing to expand my restaurant empire is probably not in the cards at the time. We probably have enough of those. So we'll see how it all works out. Hopefully the food options and things at the drive-in and the concessions will be good, and people will be pleased with the offerings there. But I don't know that I'm going into the retro diner business anytime soon.
All right. What if there was somebody that wanted to put one there and, just do like with that?
So part of the process has been we actually have about an acre and a half up on the highway that we couldn't use for viewing angles and things with the screen. So we went through the process with the city of getting that zone for commercial use. So we have a 6,000 square foot pad available that we will lease to somebody or something like that. If there's a concept that wants to come in, we'd be happy to talk to them.
Ah, very good to know. I love that. All right. 8:30 already. How did that happen? Oh, goodness. All right, let's go ahead and talk about one of our friends, Ridgetop Mowers. They are in Springfield, so don't get confused at the name Ridgetop Mower. They are right in between the barbecue place and the Ace Hardware. And I know that mowing season is kind of slowing down, although we did have some rain, so suddenly our grass is green and high. But anyways, Gary is awesome at tuning up your mowers. And just remember, guys, you don't want to let it sit over winter with all that stuff in it. So you're going to want to get some type of service. They do offer some pickup services, so that's always good to know. And they are located 1100 Matthew Street in Springfield. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to noon. And you can call Gary over at Ridgetop Mower at 615-855-0044. And also, if you mention that Lee Marie sent you, you can get 10% off parts and labor. So over there at Ridgetop Mower of Springfield, our dear, dear friends. And Rhonda Rostelli, Gary's wife, is now one of the helpers over at Well in the Square. So I hope that you guys will also take a look. Oh, I do want to mention that we are having our ribbon cutting for Well in the Square. I don't know if you saw the chamber email, but Chamber of Commerce is doing a ribbon cutting at 6 p.m. to kick off this Friday's Friday Night Market. And so we hope that you guys will all come by there and be a part of that celebration. And also, we are going to have several giveaways. So you're going to want to, right after the ribbon cutting, don't run away because you might win some really cool things. So make sure you come out to Well in the Square. It's at 600 South Main Street in Springfield. I love Springfield so much. And our place is about kitty corner to the historic courthouse. So not hard to find at all. And of course, most of you know where Crossroads Christian Bookstore is, but if you don't, we are attached to them. We have a place, our office is next to them. And then our big ballroom is down inside of Crossroads. So we hope you guys will come out. And just to let you all know, I will be handing out a calendar this Friday. It will have some of our events on there because we scheduled everything out through the end of the year. We have fun stuff coming up. We have a 1950s sock hop Christmas version. We had a sock hop earlier maybe a couple of months ago. It was a huge hit. So we're going to also add some little like rocking around the Christmas tree and do a retro Christmas sock hop as well. And then, of course, we're having a Christmas ball with gowns to the ground. So that is going to be super fun. And don't worry if you don't have a gown, guys, because somebody donated some fabric, and so we are going to be making gowns in the sewing class in October. So Mondays in October from 9:30 to 11:30, you can make a gown for the Gown to the Ground ball, and it's we're just really excited. We're trying to be a real positive influence in the city. Lots of family-friendly events coming up. So check them out. We got waltz lessons and lots of things coming your way. So pick up a schedule this Friday at the Friday Night Market. Also, the Go Show is a calendar show. I do want to mention this Saturday is the first Saturday of the month, which means the local GOP meets 8:30 at Purpose Life Church, and they are at 805 Memorial Boulevard. They have a potluck at 8:30 and a speaker at 9, so that's where you can find that. But there's so much going on, and that's one thing. When I was looking at scheduling out for Well in the Square, I kept delaying it because I love going out to things, and I didn't want to, double up on a night that was already, taken. But then I realized, what? There's always, any given night, there's like 3 things to pick from to go to in this area.
Yeah, I mean, the calendars are booked for a lot of people. We run into that a lot with scheduling things, and people are really busy. People that are involved and people that support the community are great at doing that. I think we need to get more people out supporting the community, but those that do are just busy, and we're adding more options to the table, yourself and some of our businesses and others. So hopefully the busy, hectic season coming up will be supported by others, and Things are busy.
Now, before we talk about some of your other places, because I absolutely love Tropical Smoothie, you can check my rewards right here because I'm there all the time. Anyways, before we go into some of your other businesses, we have to talk about what's going on at South Haven this Thursday. Do you know what's going on at South Haven this Thursday?
You're putting me on the spot.
That's okay.
Football practice from 3 to 5:30 is going on. Is it the Gospel Sampler?
Yes, you are right. The Gospel Sampler. And we usually have Jason on right before that to talk about it, but we did not have him scheduled yet, so we're going to have to talk about it. So let's see, what time is it happening? I did post it, y'all, and that's one thing. What you guys can do is you can go to the Lemur. Thank you, Brother T. He just sent it to me. Brother T. Rawls, I'm sure you're familiar with him. Thank you so much. It is the Gospel Music Sampler, and it starts at 7 p.m., and that is tomorrow night, October 2nd. Doors open at 6:30. The admission is free. Did we say that? Free, guys. 116 Academy Drive. You guys know where that is. If you are on Tom Austin, it is on the right side. No, Memorial 31. What's it called there?
Memorial Boulevard.
Memorial Boulevard. Okay. It's on the right, just before Springfield Memorial Gardens. And it's where the electronic billboard is. And so you guys drive by it all the time. So they're going to have quartets. Matter of fact, Brother T's group is going to be there. So let's see. Here's the schedule. Wow, very cool. Yes, a lot of great groups are coming. Oh, and John Briggs. I love John Briggs. So you guys got a lot of great things at, here we go. Higher Calling Trio is Brother T's, and they're going to be doing 4 songs. Daniel Sparkman. Oh, man. Yeah. So you guys got to come out. You want to hear some good music this coming Thursday over at South Haven and at 7 p.m. Don't miss it, guys. I can't believe all the talent. South Haven is just, they got it going on.
Yeah, I've been at South Haven for 34 years.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, so a long time, and
wow.
Very gifted musicians and pianists and stuff like that. That's not my gift, but we have been blessed with that at South Haven, and it's a great opportunity to come hear some good music, I'm sure.
And like the Christmas and Easter things that you guys do, I mean, I think we were at the Easter one. I think they said they had more than 100 people in the cast. Something like that. It was huge.
Yeah, I mean, they do a great job with the production, and they spare no expense on doing those things, and it's a great outreach for the community. All
right, guys. So if you haven't been over to South Haven yet, check them out. They're right here in Springfield, and we're gonna have some wonderful music tomorrow. Thank you so much, Brother T, for sending that to me at the exact right time. I don't know if you knew that Brother T is real affiliated with our station now. He's helping to load all of the good old gospel.
Oh, wow.
Because when I first started here, the music was kind of a mixture of things. And so I said, I'd really like it to be good old gospel, some bluegrass, some southern gospel. We have even some like Elvis in there and Johnny Cash.
Nice.
So when I'm driving around, listening to my radio, because, I'm very retro, I love having 1100 on because the whole time I just feel like a flashback in time. And I love that. I love these flashbacks in time, and that's exactly what the theater, shows to me, and the drive-in. I can't wait for the drive-in. But I also drive through Tropical Smoothie on a regular basis.
That's amazing. We appreciate your support, and we didn't really make a plan on the schedule for the show, but in October 20th, I believe, we actually open up Tropical Smoothie in White House. So that'll be new to the table at the end of next month.
I love their Thai chicken wraps and their Thai chicken salads. Of course, I love their smoothies and their acai bowls. So many good things. Matter of fact, if I've been to a birthday anytime in the last, several months, everybody got a Tropical Smoothie gift card, because I can't believe how many people haven't been there and they think that it's only smoothies. Yeah. I'm like, guys, it's got, and it's healthier alternatives. Yeah. I'm not going to say, everything is 100% whatever, but the thing is it's so much better for you than the greasy stuff. Yeah,
for sure. And you're a great spokesperson. You know the menu really well. Yeah, no, it's a great option for a healthier option. The smoothies and stuff are great, but I actually prefer the food. Mm-hmm. Generally, when I go to lunch, it's something I would go get. I would be a customer if I wasn't the owner. But I do appreciate the lighter, healthier food option for sure.
So here's my pro tip for you guys eating an acai bowl, because it's packed with strawberries, blueberries, honey, granola. Just so good. In fact, I'm going to have to get one now today. Anyways, what you want to do is you also want to order, it's free. Ask for the bottom of a salad bowl, because you need to dump it into that, because you cannot eat it out of that little bowl and have it not explode on you, because there's just so much in it. So you take the lid off, it's like, it's almost like a firework. So, especially if you're driving. Of course, I don't want to say that I eat when I drive, but I'm busy. I eat at the lights. So anyway, it's a good thing to do, because once you do that and you dump it into that, the paper bowl, and then you can squish it around and stir it better and just enjoy it more without the fear of it falling out.
Well, one thing you need to do is add peanut butter to the top of it.
Oh.
If you haven't done that. Yes, I do. E-bowls are great.
Do you have peanut? Oh,
yeah. So okay. They blend the peanut butter in the blender. And then it's like a creamy peanut butter topping. It's really good.
Ooh, I'm going to have to try that. I know one time they accidentally put chocolate on it, and it freaked me out because I hadn't ordered that. And
probably Nutella. Was it Nutella?
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, it was a mistake. But anyways, it was delicious. But I was like, I didn't know that you also had peanut butter. That's good to know. Okay, so Tropical Smoothie, y'all, is right across from Kroger, right? Is that the best way to say it?
Correct.
Okay, and it is a drive-through, and they have a fabulous rewards program, because I get a lot of free things.
Yeah, so if anybody, which the drive-through changes people's patterns a little bit, the other locations we own, we get a lot more app orders. The best way to order is on the app. Oh. It tracks the points easy, it's quick. You can order on the app and go through the drive-through or come in for pickup, and it's a lot faster than going through the drive-through. Okay. So, order on the app, give us a few minutes, and generally we'll have that ready for you with no wait.
Okay, very good. And then also, not only can you get free things with your points, but also be watching, because oftentimes there are specials.
Yeah.
Like this week, you can get a free smoothie with any food, or, So is there any promotions that that are coming up?
Yeah, I don't have the promotion calendar in front of me, but often 3 or 4 times a year we do Fan Fest with the free smoothies. There's always promotional items on the app, so anytime you want to get on the app, there'll be something to discount for sure.
So there's a Tropical Smoothie right now in Springfield, but starting October 20th,
correct.
That's when your other one kicks off in White House. And where is that location going to be?
You would put me on the spot for the address. So it is in the same plaza as the Jersey Mike's and Little Caesars.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 613 Highway 49.
Okay.
I think is the address on that one. So, but it's right there. I mean, we have a drive-through end cap. We're wedged between the AutoZone and the Whataburger, I believe it is.
Okay, all right.
So right there on the right-hand side as you're going towards downtown, the downtown part of White House.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, well, it's 1:45, and I do have some more questions to ask, but I do need to talk about a couple more sponsors. I went over to Southside Drug after last Wednesday's show, and Linda out there has so many beautiful cards over at Southside. I did go, and I bought 6 of them. They are beautiful cards. They're like this big, for those of you that are watching, about, what are they, 5 inches by 5 inches, Miss Linda? And they are covered with jewels, and they're gorgeous. And they could easily sell for $10, but they're only $3.50, these beautiful greeting cards. And so I got several birthday ones and just some beautiful blank ones. So when you go into Southside Drug Co., go left past the counter registers, and on that wall, at least that's where they were this time, a box of beautiful greeting cards that look like $10 to $12 greeting cards, and they're only $3.50. So like I said, I bought 6 after your show, Linda, because my guest was not feeling well last Wednesday, and so I pulled Linda in, and she just happened to have some fabulous items on her that she is selling over at Southside Drug Company. And so I went there right after the show and bought some beautiful cards. So anyways, Southside Drug Co., of course, not only is it your local pharmacy, and they are just so awesome. We need to support our local small businesses, guys. That is what makes our our city so charming. And so Southside is located at 1000 South Main Street. I know you know where it is because they now have an awning that you can see from the moon. It's huge. It's that big blue awning on Main Street. And they do delivery for local people for the drug stuff, but they also have so many unique gifts, local makers and bakers that have put their stuff over at Southside. So stop in there, guys, because we need to make sure that these family-owned businesses are getting our dollars, okay? They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, you can visit southsidedrugco.com. And I'm going to talk about our last sponsor, Coldstream Christian Camp. Have you ever been there?
I was there maybe in 1996.
Oh my
for
goodness.
one time. Yeah.
Well, you remember the year too. Do you have a memory like that for everything?
I guess. I don't know.
Aha. That's why you're so successful, right? Okay, so Coldstream Christian Camp is in Adams, Tennessee. They've been partnering with families and churches in this area since 1980. And they provide ministry workers with short-term furloughs, men's and women's groups seeking fellowship, churches needing more affordable campground options, and, of course, wonderful Christ-centered summer camps for our youth. And let me tell you guys, their dates fill up fast because I was trying to do some ladies' retreats, and I'm looking at other years now in advance. So make sure you give them a call, 615-696-2208. Again, that's 615-696-2208. Tell them Lee Marie sent you, and you can also check out their website, coldstreamchristiancamp.org. If you want a tour, they are a wonderful family over there, Roger and Heather Dunn, and I know a lot of people got to see them during Experience Robertson County, not this past time, but last time, and they were just so amazed. So guys, don't forget about Coldstream when you're looking to book your events. You can also book, they have like a big hall too that you can book, like Christmas parties for businesses and stuff. So that's a kind of a cool option too, because you really do feel like you're in the middle of just nothing, just pine trees and everything. It's just a great feel, and it's not that far. You can feel like you're on retreat in the mountains, and it's like 14 minutes away. So, gotta love Coldstream. All right, we are in studio with Michael Crawley. He was the winning bid on our beloved Capitol Theater. I'm so glad that he's keeping the name and everything because I love all things retro. You know that. But so we got to hear a lot of his plans for it and how it went over there. So if you missed any part of this broadcast, remember, guys, you can just go on and watch it, share it. Please share it. Please especially share the YouTube one because, Facebook only keeps their live feeds up for 30 days. So share the YouTube version of that, or you can, of course, get the WSGI app. And on that, you can listen to fabulous music all around the clock. So we do have, talk shows in between stuff, but when the music plays, it is amazing. Thank you, Brother T. All right. So we have about 12 minutes left. So we did talk about Tropical Smoothie. Now, Jets.
What would you like to know?
Isn't that yours too?
Yeah, it's mine. So
right.
we have 3 Jets Pizza locations. Most people would know the Springfield location was hit by the tornado in December 23? Is that right? Wow. So I think the dates are right. But yeah, so we had debated whether we were going to open it back up, to be honest with you. We had a long-term lease there, so we had to work through some of those situations. It's one of those that it does struggle financially, and it's been the pizza business is tough. Mm-hmm. So it's a great product. We love the ownership of it. Jets Pizza has been part of my portfolio for a long time in construction and ownership. So we're hanging in there. The Clarksville locations do a little bit better. Okay. So that helps offset some of the losses and things that we have. But it's a great product, and hopefully people will continue to patronize it as this city grows. Mm-hmm. That's a part of the the thought here is that as the city grows, the restaurants will do a little bit better locally.
Well, I'll tell you, when I moved to town, my neighbors, they said, Jets for pizza.
Yeah.
So, people that have been here a while already know how good it is. So if you haven't tried out Jets Pizza yet, you need to go and do that. So tell them how to find that.
Yeah, so jetspizza.com is a great source to order. A lot of people now use the aggregators, DoorDash or Uber or PFD. So those are always a good source for delivery. With the change in the landscape with delivery drivers and things, you really don't staff a lot of in-house delivery drivers because they want the freelance opportunities. So really DoorDash is a great way, or the local option, premium food delivery to get delivery.
All right, guys. And I know that on my phone anyway, I get a lot of messages when there's free delivery. Seems like popping up all the time. Like they're looking for any excuse to do free deliveries on things for a lot of those.
Yeah, the restaurant economy is really struggling. So nationwide, from Starbucks all the way down to mom and pop. So a lot of people are looking for avenues to attract new customers in. So free delivery is pretty common for a lot of people right now.
Nice. Okay, now Crumble.
Yeah, so I get asked probably daily about bringing Crumble to Springfield.
Yeah, I know Joshua would like to see it here.
Yeah, Josh wears me out. I'm gonna start avoiding him in the city whenever he comes around. But no, right now the city is probably a little small to support a Crumble concept. Crumble has a lot of new things on the horizon.
Really?
Some new offerings that I believe will be.
Can you say any of it?
Yeah. So there's a concept that has dirty soda. Are you familiar with dirty soda? So basically, you can go to Crumble and order a soda with any type of flavor you would want. So it's a concept that is big out west.
Okay.
So out of the Utah Basin is really where the dirty soda concept came from, and the Crumble Canada has been testing this for a few months with tremendous results. So people really like the dirty soda concepts, and Crumble's adding that to their business model in the next 3 to 6 months. So that'll help us as we look at expanding in the Springfield, having something that's more than just a dessert.
Okay. Now, right now, is it White House?
Which one?
Crumble. How many Crumbles do you have?
We have 7 locations
I
open.
didn't realize you had 7.
Yeah, so we have locations in Kentucky, which would be Louisville, Bowling Green, Owensboro, Kentucky. We have Gallatin, Tennessee, Antioch, Tennessee, Nashville West, and Hillsborough Village.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea. Wow. Website?
Yeah, just crumblecookie.com. Or I apologize. We went through a rebrand a few months. It's just crumble.com.
Now spell Crumble.
Crumbl.
That's right. There you go, guys. There's no E in it, so in case you want to look that up. And so when did you start into Crumble?
We were, Crumble's a large operation at this point, 1,600 locations, I think it is. They're a $6, $7, $8 billion company. We were early on. We did the construction for store number 18. Saw the concept, thought it was a winner, and we were maybe store 30 when we signed on, 35, 40, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we were an early adopter to Crumble Cookie as a franchisee. So we've been involved with them since 2019.
Okay. And what makes Crumble unique?
Yeah, one, their marketing is second to none. Their app is second to none. They're generally one of the highest ranked apps for the Apple Store with feedback and downloads. All of our products are made in-house every day. We're a bakery. The flavors are unique. There's just a lot put into it. The founders are based out of Utah. They're very attention to detail. They're very particular about the brand. If you have a mistake, you could get fined for some of those mistakes. But that makes the brand great. They really care about the brand. They're not in it for the money per se, as much as they are in it for the quality of maintaining that brand standard. And they push us as owners to maintain that standard as well.
All right. So Iceberg.
Yeah.
Still going strong?
Still going. Yeah. we're a full service mechanical contractor. We do service, repair, replacement on residential, and then new construction on commercial. So it's a great opportunity for me because we service and provide our own equipment and stuff for our in-house projects. Yeah. So that's a nice option to have, and we service the community.
So you do still do like heaters and air conditioning services in residential.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we acquired Iceberg from my father-in-law, who's the pastor at Impact Baptist Church in Coopertown. He kind of semi-retired, and we acquired that business from him back maybe in 2021, somewhere in that range, with the idea of expanding it and really just bringing everything in-house. So we have a lot of flexibility. We added some plumbing and electrical service to it as well. And it's doing well. A lot of people probably don't know we actually bought the woolen mills back in May. Yeah, so we moved our office and kind of our headquarters into the woolen mills in May, and so it's housed in there with the rest of the companies.
Wow. Okay. Now, are there other companies that I haven't hit on?
Yeah, I mean, not locally. We own some other concepts that are out of the state that aren't really worth mentioning here. The MDI Construction, obviously, we're the owners of that. So we stay busy doing commercial and industrial construction. So there's a lot going on in the office.
Is that based in Springfield?
Yeah, so it's, again, the headquarters is in the woolen mill. That's the original business that I've done for 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of your businesses have the headquarters in that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so we have each business is based out of the woolen mills or out of Springfield, and we have different staff that work on the different departments and accounting and stuff like that. That's all in the same building.
Nice, awesome. All right, we got 4 minutes left. So what else would you like to... Well, actually, I'm going to let you think about that while I cover a couple more calendar items so you can think about any other last-minute stuff that the community needs to know about. So, guys... Normally, I go over a lot more calendar items, but I did not want to because I wanted to hear so much from Michael Crawley because I know he is so busy and I know he's only going to be getting busier by the minute. So I'm so thankful that you were actually able to make some time to come in here and talk to us. But so what I've done, guys, on my Lee Marie Facebook page, I have shared a bunch of things, so a bunch of calendar things. So you can check out calendar stuff there because I know I usually will tell you them online, but just go ahead to Lee Marie Facebook page and scroll. I even have some of the stuff from December, like the Christmas tour homes, which I absolutely love. John Baumgartner and Shannon Baumgartner, guys, don't miss their Tuesday nights. Their class is called Biblical Foundations of Freedom. They're doing it at Purpose Life. People are getting just their lives transformed. So if you have Tuesday nights at all free from 7 to 8:30, check out Biblical Foundations of Freedom class at Purpose Life Church, 805 Memorial Boulevard in Springfield. I guarantee you it is a life changer. Stephen and I are not missing any of those Bible studies. We went last night and actually it was a treat because John Baumgartner also played some music for us. And so that was great. And I actually have those videos up there. All right, there's the sampler there, Springfield Gospel Music Sampler. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow, Thursday, 7 p.m., some of the best music that you are going to hear is going to be right there at South Haven. So don't miss that, guys. Lots of things. There's so much coming up. Oh, my goodness. Angel Babies is doing their annual candle lighting. If you don't know about Angel Babies, you guys have to look that up. That is about for parents who have lost their children at too young of an age. Hunter Safety Course is coming up over at Grace Baptist, the other big church. Besides South Haven. And Hunter Safety Course is going to be Saturday, October 11th, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I believe that is for kids, I want to say starting at maybe 10 or 11. Let's see. Oh, you must be 9 years of age or older in order to become a certified hunter education graduate. So that is what that says. But there's a registration link on my Facebook page, so you can go ahead and look at that. Caleb from the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency is the one that is going to be helping to lead that up. And, he is so knowledgeable. He comes on Laverne's show all the time and has great updates for us. All right, that's all I'm going to cover because I'm going to let you just go to my Facebook page for the other events. But just know, guys, there are a ton of things going on in Robertson County. I want to see you guys out and about and inviting people, all right? Remember what I always say. Call them up and say, hey, I don't want to go to this alone. Can I pick you up? Say that, guys. Get people out because we all need connection. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be connecting. I do want to say, happy birthday to Debbie. I just saw she is watching, and today is her actual birthday. My sweet, sweet sister-in-law. Amazing woman, amazing mom, amazing grandma. So we love you, Debbie. All right, we are here with Michael Crawley. He is the man of the hour because the biggest thing has happened in Springfield, and that is Capitol Theater has been purchased by a good person. You know, I was praying for somebody good to buy that, and my prayers have been answered. And so no pressure or anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the man of the hour. You know, what we do is nothing special. Honestly, it's just something that is exciting to myself and my family to bring it back. You know, we ask for everyone to be patient, but stay excited for this project and the drive-in. We're very confident in the support that we're going to receive. The community's been behind us, but just stay patient, but stay eager and ready to attend as we get these venues up and going.
Mm-hmm. And also, most importantly, be in prayer.
There you go.
Be in prayer for all of these projects, because that, of course, you know, that's what we want. We want God to be directing our paths in all that we do and say. So super excited. Thank you so much for coming out. We had no problem filling an hour.
Yeah, we could fill a few hours, I'm sure.
Yes, we could. All right, now I'm going to have to go to Tropical Smoothie on my way home. What are the hours over there? Do you know?
7 to 9.
7 to 9 every day?
Every day.
Oh, goodness, I'll be over there more than I thought. All right, guys, we've been talking to Michael Crawley, and in about 29 days, he will be the official owner, but he was the winning bid of Capitol Theater right here in the beautiful downtown Springfield. And guys, this Friday is the last Friday night market of the year, so come on by to that, and you can take pictures outside the Capitol Theater now, because soon it's going to be just completely, oh my goodness, we're so excited. Anyways, I will see you all at Friday Night Market this Friday. And, of course, tomorrow at South Haven for the Gospel Sampler. All right, guys. Thank you again, Michael, very much for coming in. All the best to your family. As I know that, with projects comes a little more stress and stuff. So we're just going to be all praying for your family that you just feel the peace that passes all understanding.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys, you have been listening to 1100 WSGI. This has been Lee Marie. Oh, my goodness. Guess what Friday is? Friday is the first Friday, which also means we have Wild Doc coming on. Every first Friday, we have Wild Doc, Dr. Dale Brown coming on, and this Friday is the first Friday. So make sure you tune in. Send your hard health questions, because I have never seen him be stumped yet. He does all of his research so well, and we absolutely love him. So stay tuned this Friday. I'll see you for a special edition Go Show right here on 1100 WSGI. All right, guys, make it a great day.